Welcome to the Penny Bloom Podcast. Ain't another place that has got more bombast. Romp past your mom, dad's listening to Tomcats. Talking everything that make you sad. We don't want that. We're here to make you smile. Put your mind at ease. Peace, love, and bloom, and always praise Keanu Reeves. This what we about. Get some weed and now. We'll talk until we can't no more, and then we peacing out. Alright, let's go. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome in to the Penny Bloom Podcast. This is the 4th edition of The Robertsons. Yeah. I am Colton Robertson. I'm joined by my father, Justin Robertson. What's up, Pops?
Good morning, son.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You ever watch that movie?
No.
You haven't watched that movie.
I don't know. I know the...
Singing in the Rain.
Oh, is that what that's from?
Yeah.
I sing that shit all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. It's a really good movie.
Do I sing it correctly? You've heard me sing it a lot over years. Is that pretty much how it goes?
Pretty on point.
I thought maybe I had adapted it from...
We
no
talked the whole night through. Good morning to you.
Gosh, dude, I love you, but I can't do that shit.
Yeah,
I love
movie music. I love movie musicals.
Well,
50,
the musicals,
40s,
and I struggle with old movies. But musicals, I can't get.
Yeah, there's a high level of entry that it took a while for me to get over that hump.
Yours was the one with Hugh Jackman kind of got you into
Greatest
musicals,
Showman
right?
did do something for me, but I was only willing to see The Greatest Showman because I watched La La Land.
Oh, that's the one.
Ryan
okay,
Gosling
I knew it was
and Emma Stone.
Yeah.
And I like The Greatest Showman, but I've come to appreciate a few other movies a lot more. But that was one of my entry movies for sure.
Right on.
Yeah.
So you said this is the fourth episode.
4th episode.
And you know what?
These.
You know what we're in? We're in October.
Oh.
Yeah, I defy you to give me a better month than October. October's a pretty fucking
supreme.
Gold medal month.
It's the best. You got the MLB playoffs.
Yes.
You got football season. That's we're in the flow of things now.
Yeah.
It's not the beginning when it's a little ugly.
We're in the meat
it's
of
still
it.
a little ugly right now. Football's weird this year, where I feel like anybody can win anything, and it doesn't really make any sense.
Strangely, yeah.
Yeah, but Chiefs are undefeated. Royals, they went down 1-0 in the ALDS last night. We walked into that really ends up fucking killing us. We can talk all night about how that guy wasn't safe at second. Sure.
Yeah,
because he wasn't.
Chisholm was out.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of the replay. The replay is there. It slows the game down.
Conclusive.
But get it right.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking point of replay, is to get it right.
Yeah, no, he was definitely out. And like I said, we could talk about that all fucking day, but we walked in 2 fucking runs in the middle of the game.
We did. We gave it to him. The 2 walks killed us. Yeah. I mean, in baseball, you always it's not one play, it's a culmination of plays throughout the entire game, and we had every opportunity to win the game. We didn't win the game. Yeah. There you go.
Finally scored some fucking runs, and our pitching staff couldn't fucking do it, which is the opposite of what you expect of the Royals at this point. But regardless, October is supreme. The weather's the best it's been. We recorded last night, me and Joe. I've been dog sitting up at that house for Duke, and it's been beautiful the last couple nights. So I've recorded outside.
Yeah,
and it was the best. It was the best.
Yeah, I went on a walk at 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
10:45, something like that.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
70 degrees.
Beautiful out.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I even there was a point where I'd been drinking wine all night.
Oh, wine!
So
I want some wine.
Yeah, I drank a little too much wine, by the way, and then I came home and ate a bunch of chips. My stomach still hasn't forgiven me. But regardless, I had a good time because last night, I don't know, I couldn't do it in here because it's really a closed space. The whole podcast with Joe, I was up. I was moving. I was walking, and I felt like I had a rhythm going, and it was really, really nice. I don't think I can do it down here. It's not as open.
That's normally like if I'm doing presentations or something, I'm a walker too.
It feels good.
If I'm in front of a crowd talking.
It gives me a nice rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So I discovered that last night. Yeah. I was in the zone. I was feeling it.
You kind of get why stand-up comics
they've got to do
up.
that. Yeah, they have to.
And they wander around.
And there's more opportunity to be funny that way.
Yeah, be more physical.
But we got a good show today.
What's on the agenda?
Yeah, we got a good show today.
Talk to them.
We've got, obviously last week we recommended each other The Bear and Shogun. I recommended you Shogun. You recommended me The Bear.
Correct.
And I'm going to talk The Bear a little bit because I've watched as much as you have as of yet, it would seem.
Yeah.
I slowed myself down at season 3. I'm taking my time there.
Okay.
But I blitzed the first 2 seasons, so I'm excited to talk about that. We'll get to those. We'll do Divisional Dons, and then we'll do a top 5 Dead or Alive. And this week it is movie musicals. No, I'm just kidding. It's
shit. I am not qualified.
1950s MGM musicals. No, it's
specifically.
It's Michael Jackson songs is what we're doing.
MJ.
We're doing Michael Jackson songs for our top 5 Dead or Alive this week.
Hee hee.
But we'll start with The Bear and Shogun. So, how's your progress coming with Shogun? I knew this one would be a little bit more taxing for you because Andor's a little bit of a breeze comparatively.
Yeah, and I mean it. Not that I'm an idiot, but you got to read.
Yeah, there's subtitles.
Yeah, I mean the subtitles. So it does slow down a little bit because, again, it's one of my OCDs. I don't want to miss anything. So if I happen to glance away, I literally have no fucking idea of knowing what they said.
Right.
I can't look at my. I can't. Like,
I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, I don't. Although it is a beautiful
language.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So it is a little bit slower, but really good. My first inclination is it's sort of reminding me a little bit of the Tom Cruise movie, The Last Samurai.
Yeah.
I feel like
some inspiration there.
Yeah. Have you ever seen The Last Samurai?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
It's similar. I mean, it's where, although for Tom Cruise, he's an American soldier, and he's captured by the samurai, and he is tasked with training them in their art of war, the way they do combat.
Yeah.
So it's real similar in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I've knocked out 5. I'm on the 6th episode.
I gave you a much harder task than you gave me. The hour-long episode, like, because Andor, even there were like 33-minute episodes every once in a while, and it's easy,
right.
But Shogun, you lock the fuck in for an hour when you watch Shogun.
Yeah, but it's really entertaining. I'm glad you offered it up. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying it.
Good, yeah, because I love The Bear.
Yeah.
There's
some characters in that bad boy.
Oh, I love it. This is one of those things that I knew I'd get around to eventually, and I knew I'd love it when I watched it, because there are too many people talking about how fucking good it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes things are just popular for a reason, Mm-hmm. And this is one of those. It is so entertaining. Yeah. It is so damn good. I love Jeremy Allen White as Bear. I love Aban Mas Bakrak as he's come up a couple times as cousin.
Is that his real name?
Yeah.
It's not like decided to.
No, it's not a stage name. It's
It's it's almost got to be. Why would you go? It's a beautiful name.
Yeah.
Do we know what?
He's Jewish.
The fuck that is?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's actually playing Ben Grimm, the Thing in the Fantastic Four movie coming up. Who was one of the rare times Marvel actually cast a Jewish actor in a Jewish role, so that got celebrated a little bit.
Oh, nice. He's great in it.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's 100% like, hard to say who my favorite character is, but I really enjoy it when he's on screen. It's when his solo episode in season 2 where he goes and stages at that really, really nice place where Olivia Colman's the head chef, which is fucking awesome. That's probably my favorite episode of the series. That's the one that's immediately after the Christmas episode, the flashback Christmas episode, Fishes. So what I was really surprised with, season 1 is what I've heard is the peak. Like, that is the best season of this show so far. I loved season 2.
I think it's kind of says a lot that when I gave you the homework, I thought there'd only been 2 seasons. And I feel like I'd forgotten season 1 in a way.
Right. I see.
You know what I mean? And although looking back, season 1 was great.
Season 1 is great.
But I watched a few. I kind of just quickly went through a few of the ones from season 2. It's so, the one where he goes and kind of learns what it is to serve.
Yeah.
And how he don't want to be there.
No.
And then he buys
the fuck
completely.
in. Well, and then you feel all of a sudden like what they're doing is going to work. Like him buying in really changes the game. Because
Bear needed him to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he realized, like, I need this guy.
I need him to buy in, and I also, like, and if he doesn't here, he's not going to. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I know that this isn't going to work, you know? And I think that that's what's really, really strong, because I loved the culmination of season 1. The finale is really good, and spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched The Bear, it's well worth your time. It's beautiful to look at. It's really well written. It is extremely funny. I thought I was getting into I mean, it's obviously heavy. There's a lot of drama.
Yeah, there is.
But I've seen a lot of people talk about it in a way that's like, this shouldn't be in the comedy category when it comes to, like, Emmys, like, because they sweep the comedy category every year, because it's just obviously a better show than pretty much every comedy on TV.
Yeah.
But it is a comedy. It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Like, there are random cutaways that are there for jokes. Like that whenever they're having a chaotic fucking time in the kitchen, then they cut away to Fack, and he's like talking to the video game Ballbreaker or whatever, and he's talking to the character in the game, and the game's talking back to him. Yeah. Like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. And I mean, Fack is comedy.
Oh yeah,
and his whole character is
the
comedic relief.
Yeah,
I mean. And he's great.
I don't think you've gotten to this, but it's just a little joke that I think you'll appreciate. It's at the new place. Fack's really, really involved. He's not like he wants to, you know, like that's a storyline through the first 2 seasons where he's like, I want to be like, can you hire me? Like, can I be a part of this team? You know, and so he's brought on, and he's kind of an everyman. He kind of does the same thing he already does.
Yeah. He just wants to be down.
Yeah, but he gets to serve once. Like, they're like, all right, I need hands. Somebody serve this. And Fack comes up, and he's like, I can do it. And Bear's like, are you sure you can do it?
Yeah.
And so he does it. He fucks it up. I won't spoil how he fucks it up, because it's funny. It's funny as fuck. Like, that part of the joke is actually hysterical, and I will not spoil it. But he comes back into the kitchen, and, like, Bear knows he fucked up. He's like,
you can just tell.
Well, and within the show, it's obvious.
He knows.
Yeah, like, and he's like, Fack, what the fuck are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing to me, Fack? Fack, what is wrong with you? And Richie comes up, and he's like, don't talk to my boy like that. Don't talk to my boy like that. Don't talk to him like that until you're fully integrated. You're not fully integrated. And it's fucking
fully integrated.
And then he looks at Fack, and he goes, why did you serve? You know you're not ready for that. You know, like...
It's like his little baby.
Yeah.
He's the protector.
Well, and even funnier, like, the way that Sugar, the sister, Natalie, treats Fack might be the funniest part of the show, where she's like, no, honey, sweetie baby, it's okay, don't worry. You know, like,
like he is a small child.
He is her son,
right.
Almost. It's so funny. So, like, I just appreciate all the different character dynamics. I didn't even mention Iowa Debris. I love her as Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
She is so good. I really enjoy. I've grown to enjoy Tina. I like Tina a lot.
Yeah,
the way she buys in, and the way she. It's the way that they all slowly get won over by the process that I think is really, really endearing. Like, they realize what they're doing is important, and what they're doing is fulfilling. It's not just plugging hours; it's trying to build something.
Yeah, when he got there, it was a hot beef sandwich,
and that has its place. Obviously, you know, like Ibra's character, that's all he wants to do. That's you know, and when it starts going upwards, he's like,
I don't know
if this is it for me, you know? So I think it's important to provide that sort of context. And, like, it's just crazy that in a 30-minute comedy, you know, obviously there are episodes that are a little longer. There are so many characters that have been explored so thoroughly. Yeah. Like, I didn't even mention Marcus yet.
Is that the dude that loves the baking?
Yeah,
He's
the baker.
Like
yeah, he goes and
stages
in
cakes and all that.
Yeah, with Will Poulter, that actor. I can't remember. He's We're the Millers. It's that guy.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The dude with the
he's grown up quite a bit.
Dude that had the spider on his dick.
Yes, that guy. Guy. It's crazy that that's the same guy, because he looks, I mean, like a grown man now.
Right.
Really. But, yeah, no, I loved that episode. And I love that they're willing to shine a light on the lesser characters and give you a chance to sit with them. Like, one of the things that I know for a fact is that in season 3, Tina has a solo episode.
Okay.
They dive into her, because it was Iowa Debris, the woman who plays Sydney. It was her directorial debut. She never directed anything, so she directed that episode.
Okay.
And she won it. I'm pretty sure she won an Emmy for it, which would be I might be mistaken there. But regardless, that's one of, like, so I just love the way they key in on everybody.
You're just out here handing out fucking Emmys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the authority.
Emmy. Everybody gets an Emmy.
Everybody has an Emmy.
I like Sugar's husband.
Yeah, Pete.
That poor guy, man.
Yeah, he's a fuck up.
He's
a sweet guy,
and he catches shit from all of them.
Every time he enters the room, they're like, "Oh, Pete, what's up, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
What,
and they let him know that they don't like him.
Yeah,
but he's just so nice. I love Pete.
Well, he's like, I'm married to her.
Yeah, I'm
going to be around.
Yeah,
like weird.
And he knows it's his lot. He knows where he's at.
Oh, he does.
But there's that in the season 2 finale. He has a fucking moment where he steps outside and talks to their mom. And then he comes back in and he's just like, I just love you so much. And he's like crying and I don't want you to put so much on this and I just want you to be happy and you mean the world. And you're just like, oh, Pete, you're such a good fucking dude.
He is a good
dude. The mom made him promise that he wouldn't tell them that she was there, and he doesn't. But he wants to so bad, and it's just like he's such a good dude. He just obviously does not fit. And there's John Bernthal is also like very, very sparsely used, but every time he is, it's just so fucking good. Whenever he pops up as Mikey,
yeah, he's the man.
Let it rip.
Yeah, I like him in about everything he's in. I like his presence on screen. I think he's just
good.
He comes off. He's just a bad motherfucker, man.
He's an actor, man.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's got chops.
I like him, and the Christmas episode, like
he keeps throwing the fucking
forks, man. Bob Odenkirk fucking sucks in it.
He's such a
in a
dick,
performance way,
he?
but but there's also an element. I mean, like he's obviously a dick, but
there's plenty we don't know. He was
having
his character was.
He steps outside. Issues. Like I love the way they implemented these little looks between characters during the episode to show like some of them know things are going on, some of them don't.
Right.
Like there's a point in the episode whenever Mikey goes to step outside, and Richie's the only one who sees him step outside, and he goes he just kind of like. He deflates, like he knows he's going to do drugs. I don't know what drug, but like he knows he's going to do something. And then whenever he's freaking out at the table, Richie's like in denial, and he's like, "Cousin, stop! You're scaring the normies." Like he's like,
he's trying to deflect.
I know this is just how you play, but they don't know that's how you play, and and he's trying to make it less of a situation than it really is. And like, there's just so many different directions that. It's really, really sound. And like, there's something about Bob Odenkirk's character in that episode where like somebody does need to call Mikey on shit, but not in the way he's doing it. Like he's like, you're a fuck up and nobody cares about you and da 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 da. Like that's not the way to handle it.
Yeah, I mean, he was right in recognizing it needed to be done, but it didn't need to be done in that way, and it certainly didn't need to be done by him
or at that time. Or it was just everything. Every circumstance there was the wrong one, and the way he did it was also wrong. So like.
But I think it's, I think in ways, even though it's to a pretty big extreme. I mean, everybody that we know, anybody that might be listening, our families, our extended families, everybody. There is a certain amount of like when there's the holidays and you're having people over, or you're going to an extended family member's, celebration, whether it be Christmas, Thanksgiving. Whatever. I mean, there's like an inherent stress to that. Mm-hmm. And there are characters in your family,
for
and
sure.
there are people that, I've been in Richie's shoes where I feel like I have to, deflect what's going on, or paint it in a different light, or be the moderator,
The middleman, for sure.
And
the peacekeeper,
and just try, please make sure everybody's having a good time and nobody's noticing how fucking pissed somebody is.
Yeah,
and that's real.
No,
it's so relatable,
and that's why I think that's something that really stood out to me is that it's really earnest. The show, it just comes from a really genuine place, and it doesn't feel like they don't feel like characters. They feel like people. And I think that's really, really cool. I've been watching a lot of fantasy stuff, a lot of really extreme stuff, and then to like ground myself with the bear is simultaneously really stressful, but also really relieving. Like it's a really, it can be a lot. It can, but it's well worth your time, man. So I appreciate you giving me the homework because I'm there.
Enjoying it.
Yeah,
glad you're enjoying
it's good. But
good.
Yeah, I think with that we can move on to Divisional Dons. What we've got left. Don. So, what we've got as our options are the AFC North, East, and South, and the NFC South and West. That's what we've got on the docket. Those are our options. So I've assigned them all a random number.
Random.
I
Everything's random.
It is option number 2, which is the AFC East.
AFC East. So we got the Patriots, the
Dolphins,
the
Bills, and the Jets.
Oh, man.
Yeah, rough one. I fucking hate this division.
What it is? Maybe it's the East, because we were talking last week about how we didn't give a fuck about the NFC East.
That's true. That's true. But I've actually had active vitriol for some of the teams in this division previously. Like, I did not like the Patriots for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I currently really don't like the Jets. And Dolphins and Bills, I don't really care one way or another.
And the only people from around here that would cheer for the Patriots are bandwagon fucking assholes.
I have so many friends who are Patriots fans.
So do I. Yeah. I have one of mine that, if he ever manages to listen to this, he'll know who I'm.
Yeah.
Tom Brady stan.
They love Tom Brady. I mean, we were bad, so like you latch on to something good. I get it.
You do, and you're right. You ride for that guy.
But that's an easy choice.
It is the easy choice, isn't it?
You know.
But I've been guilty of it in the past. So.
No, I have too. And I mean, when you're young, because a lot of my friends latched on when they were really young.
I remember your brother, Q, Wes Welker, man. He
was a Wes Welker. Yeah, but like Trenton, Michael, Tillman, all of them are Patriots fans or were Patriots fans, and they latched on at a very young age because they loved Tom Brady. They loved Tom. Then Tom Brady was really good at what he did. So like that's. I've never given a shit about the Patriots though, and I've actively disliked the Patriots a lot in the past. But I guess we can start there.
Yeah, there's the one thing about them being so dominant and prevalent over that course of time is you probably are familiar with a lot of the players.
A lot of guys. Yeah.
There's a lot of names to choose from.
I mean, we did the NFC North just a couple of weeks ago. Randy Moss might genuinely be my favorite Patriot of all time as well, because I did end up picking him for the Vikings.
You didn't, did you?
I did.
No, you did. Well, or you could also double up Junior Seau.
Oh, could. Yes, that's true. I actually knew him mostly as a Patriot too, because he was off the Chargers by the time I was 2 or something like that. Yeah. But when I think about the Patriots, for some reason, a guy who I always really, really dug was Vince Wilfork.
I'm glad you brought him up, because I was just trying to think of his name. Is he this?
He was the nose guard.
Yeah, and there's like videos of him. Like, have you seen videos of him where he's like working on the grill, like he's grilling?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
that's
like
him. In just overalls.
Yeah,
nothing underneath the overalls.
Yeah,
he's just living life.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you thought, because I was trying to remember that dude's name because that popped into my head too.
Vince Wilfork.
Very likable guy.
Oh, I loved him. Probably my favorite Patriot ever, if I'm being honest, and if I'm spreading the love, because Randy Moss, I loved Randy Moss, but I already gave him one, and I don't feel like I have to on the Patriots.
No, you don't have the obligation.
I think I'll go Vince Wilfork for my favorite Patriot ever.
Okay, I'm gonna go with something
Tom Brady,
a little different.
Yeah, nobody saw that coming.
He played quarterback for a long time. No, Tom Brady. No. So I'm thinking. I like Moss a lot. I mean, I didn't mind like Wes Welker. They always had the little white
guy
slot
Julian
guy.
Edelman.
Yeah. Amendola went there.
Yeah,
for
Danny
a while.
Amendola was there for a little bit.
Went there. The little white
true.
dude. I mean,
I feel like they had did Ben Watson ever find his way?
Cole
to the
Beasley
Patriots?
is another little white slot receiver that ended up there.
Did he go to New England? I remember him as a Cowboy.
Did. I'm sure he did. I'm putting it out there.
You're putting it out.
Watson should have been something, huh?
I mean, he was a pretty solid tight end for a lot of years.
I'm gonna go Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, that was the lob.
No.
Started talking tight ends, and I was like, "When's it gonna happen?"
I'm so predictable. I couldn't fucking help it. Speaking of, you seen the FX? I think FX is doing a show about Aaron Hernandez.
Feels very, very icky to me.
It doesn't look good either.
No,
which FX usually does some good shit. And
it's produced by Ryan Murphy, and he's the guy who does like the Menendez brother thing that just came out. He did that, and he did the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, and he did American Horror Story,
that's his thing.
He does all that stuff. So like, and he produced this. I just do not fucking like that guy. So anything his name's attached to, I kind of go, yeah, well, that's not going to be good.
Yeah,
he's the rare odd man out at FX for some reason. I mean, he gets a lot of viewership. Like, people watch the shit he makes.
It's hard to do football.
It is.
Like, if you do
football,
any element of the sport, like to try to capture it on camera and with the actors you have, it's really hard to even get close to reality. There was that guy who
did you see the clip of him running a route?
I did.
Yeah, it's bad.
And PFT commentator like retweeted it and was like, I mean, this guy's unstoppable. Look at this route. Look at this movie puts on this guy,
so
and it shows
bad.
That clip,
it's
and
so
it's just
bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. And that guy's probably a decent athlete, but
yeah, I mean, he's not an NFL athlete.
I know.
Like it's a different level.
So I'm going to leave Aaron Hernandez off.
Yeah, probably.
Although I
won't lie, I liked him when he played.
Thou shalt not judge. Yeah.
I remember, and then whenever all the stuff came out, I was like,
man, what
whoa.
a time that was, dude.
Yeah, shit got crazy fast.
I remember seeing him, like, with he was cuffed and he had his hands under his white T-shirt coming out of his house, and it was like, wow, shit was going down. Yeah,
and it devolved really quickly into something
But then you hear all the
tragic.
stories going back all the way to Florida.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, really tragic story there.
No, okay, so I'm struggling between three of them. I did always, even though I didn't like the Patriots, or I liked Gronk.
Yeah, Gronk was always fun.
He was fun to watch. He was really fucking good.
He was dominant, yeah.
Yeah, he was dominant, and just, Gronk catch ball. Like, just real simple.
Ball.
Randy Moss, and then there was a corner back called, back in the day, Ty Law.
Ty Law, yeah. I liked Ty Law.
That was the first one that jumped into mind for me, was Ty Law. However, I've gone heavy defense.
Remember LeGarrette Blount?
LeGarrette Blount, yeah.
He wasn't a long-term Patriot by any stretch, but he was with the Patriots for a while.
I'm going to go with Randy Moss.
Yeah, good choice.
Because he actually, the year he went there, I'm never been a Patriots fan because, they're what the Chiefs are now.
Right.
They got all the calls. Everybody hated them because they beat everybody all the time. Except Scott. Scott loved him. And
that's right.
But when Randy Moss went there, it was like, okay.
Yeah, Moss
and then
cool.
they swiftly went out and went like 16-0.
Yeah, Randy Moss caught like the most touchdowns in a single season.
Dominant.
And Tom Brady threw the most touchdowns in a single season, and it was just like not even. And then they lost to Eli fucking Manning.
And there went the undefeated season.
Yep.
And Randy Moss, though, gave them an element they hadn't had. They were like, we'd mentioned the little slot receivers. They would just dink and
They were
dunk
really ground and pound and
dink
and dunk.
Get guys across the middle.
But
Moss, man, he
receiver.
just gave them a totally different look, and they dominated that year. But, yeah, I'm going to go Randy Moss because he easily could have been up there for the Vikings for me, too.
All right, cool. Then we will go to the Dolphins. You got any legendary Dolphins you like?
Really like Junior Seau. I think he was there too, wasn't he?
I think you're right.
I like Jason Taylor.
Jason Taylor is probably my favorite Dolphin
really
ever.
big fan of his sister.
Who's his sister?
Joy Taylor. She's
is she on
she's on Fox Sports.
That's right. I did not know that was Jason Taylor's sister.
It is.
Okay, cool.
She's very talented.
Yeah.
And she's good at what she does.
Yes.
I'm a big Joy Taylor fan. But Jason Taylor, like Zach Thomas, a linebacker.
Yeah.
Jason Taylor actually married his sister.
Oh.
Pretty sure. Jason Taylor. I'm on this Jason Taylor thing. His son is actually
you know a lot about Jason Taylor.
A tight end for LSU.
Oh.
And I think he just recently broke the receptions record for tight ends at LSU.
That's kick-ass.
There's a little fucking tidbit for you guys.
Yeah. Look at you knowing all the stuff about Jason Taylor's extended family. No, but another one that I always really liked, Ricky Williams.
Yeah, Ricky Williams.
Good.
Fucking Mike Ditka gave away the house to get him in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And it just his career, he couldn't smoke weed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much
a deal breaker.
It was, but man, he was good. I like
was good.
I like Ricky Williams too. Back when Dan Marino.
Yeah.
My first like jersey, and it wasn't even a real jersey because we couldn't afford real jersey,
right?
Because I walked uphill
both ways to
school in the snow.
Yeah, right.
Barefoot.
Yeah.
We ate pork and beans every night.
Yeah. Good stuff.
His jersey was like my first kind of jersey.
We have to go back.
It was Dan Marino. Yeah. You guys need to learn how to live. Growing up in the mean streets of Raytown. Dan Marino. There was Mark Duper was one of his speedy wide receivers.
Right,
this is way back.
Yeah, it's far back.
Larry Zonka.
Throwing out Mark Duper and Larry Zonka.
Larry Zonka was on the fucking undefeated. He was one of those. I think in recent years he's passed, but there was that group of dudes that like every year, like Nick Bonacani and all these guys would fucking pop bottles every time the last undefeated team loses,
right? And
they just celebrate that shit, funny. Even though they went like 14-0.
Yeah,
but they were the last true undefeated team. Shit, I don't know who you got.
I'm going Jason Taylor. Jason Taylor was initially who I first thought of, and I'm pretty confident in that. I thought he was a dominant defensive player. He was exciting to watch. I think he's just kind of my answer.
I like Jalen Ramsey a lot.
No, is he on the Dolphins right now? I feel like he's bounced around a lot.
I think he's on the Dolphins. Yeah, he is, and I think he was hurt for an extended amount of time. He's a dominant player. He was still really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go easy. Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Like,
that's understandable.
From that point in my life, I was like 4th grade, and fucking Dan Marino, man, he could sling it.
Yeah.
He did a killer isotoner glove commercial, too.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he did.
Because he'd hand out he'd give all of his linemen isotoner gloves for Christmas. Cheap fuck.
Cheap fuck. Oh, shit. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
okay,
Dan.
So Dan Marino and Jason Taylor. Then we'll go
Dan
Jets.
is my Don.
Dan is my Don. Don Marino.
Don Marino.
Don Marino, I come to you and please beat these motherfuckers' asses for me. Jets. 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 Brett Favre.
Fucking Brett Favre.
Yeah. He was everywhere, man.
Fucking Brett Favre.
He's all over the place.
That was his first stop after Green Bay.
Yeah, and then he came back to the Vikings,
the Vikings, yeah. I might go coach here. I might just go Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan. He likes feet.
He does like feet.
Yep, it's true.
He does. He will joke about it.
It's a pretty funny.
Now.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's pretty funny when there are only 2 people I think where as soon as I hear their names, I think about how they like feet.
Who's the other?
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh. I don't think I knew that about Quentin Tarantino.
You watch his movies and you will know now.
No shit.
Yeah, a lot of feet. Tons of feet.
Bart Scott jumps to mind.
Bart Scott.
Because they were in the playoffs one year and they were like, all right, we'll see you next week at wherever they're going. He's like, can't wait.
Yeah.
Like he was so fucking pumped because
Mark
they won.
Sanchez.
Remember the butt fumble?
Yeah, of course I remember the butt fumble.
And you know what? Mark Sanchez was actually
he was incredibly talented.
Yeah, a decent quarterback for them.
Mm-hmm.
I got mine.
Oh, who is it? I know who mine is.
Well, okay, you go first then.
Antonio Cromartie.
Did not see that coming.
I loved Antonio Cromartie. I thought he was a really, really talented defensive back. He was always exciting to watch. He talked a lot of shit, which was always fun. Ton of kids, like a ridiculous amount of kids.
Yeah,
like
I remember there was like a clip of him like naming his kids. And he struggled to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
He was Tyreek Hill before.
Yes,
he walked so Tyreek Hill could run.
Yeah, as fast as he possibly can.
I'm gonna go LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, did take a stop there after the Chargers. Might have been where he ended his career, actually.
I think so. Although I do like me some Bart Scott, and I know they had some defensive guys, and I'm not going to look, but I mean I know LT was there. I didn't pick LT for San Diego, so I'm taking him now.
That's a good choice. I mean, he was the shit. And actually, I'm going to connect back to the AFC West with my next one. Maybe a regret I have for not choosing somebody with the Bills here.
Oh, we're on to the Bills?
We're on the Bills. Yeah, Antonio Cromartie and fuck's sake.
Oh, LaDainian
Tomlinson.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, you just said it. Sorry, I haven't finished my coffee. Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. The Bills. Who's your favorite Bill ever? 'Cause I know with full confidence who mine is.
You do.
100%. Marshawn fucking Lynch.
Oh, God. Marshawn
fucking Lynch is my favorite Bill ever, and I regret not picking him for the Oakland Raiders. Because he would be the only player who would be my favorite on 3 fucking franchises.
Marshawn Lynch is a great one. Because he started his career in Buffalo.
He got drafted by Buffalo and played 3 or 4 seasons there.
Yeah, he did. Good seasons.
Yes.
And then
he's obviously, I'll spoil this. He's my favorite Seahawk ever, too. And frankly, in retrospect, he's my favorite Raider ever also.
Right.
He's one of those guys where that is probably one of my favorite football players ever. Definitely my favorite running back ever. And not just because, obviously I've loved everything he's done since he's retired. I think he's fucking hysterical. I love whatever he's up to. I love knowing what Marshawn Lynch is doing. When we did Top 5 Dead or Alive wrestlers last week, and I did Batista, it's because I really like what Batista's done since.
Yeah.
And I was fine with him when he was a wrestler. I love what Marshawn Lynch has done since, and I loved him when he was playing football.
Yeah.
So it was just an easy choice here.
Yeah, he was talking about make sure your mentals are right. Remember that?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
And he
Remember
was
that?
well, he's from Oakland, Smokeland.
Yeah.
And so he spoke a little bit different language that if you weren't familiar with some of that vernacular, I'll say, you might not know what the fuck he was talking about.
Right. When he stole the golf cart.
God, Marshawn Lynch is a really good one. Kudos to you.
I mean, it could be the rare double up because the Bills don't have a lot of sexy players, I don't think. I'm a fan of Josh Allen personally.
So am I.
I like him.
And that's kind of, I mean, I got to give props to the old school dudes. Jim Kelly.
Turn your mic. I think it might be. Yeah, you're good.
Jim Kelly. Thurman Thomas. Excuse me, Andre Reed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they went to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah. Didn't win any of them.
They did not win.
Yeah.
Steve Tasker. Cornelius Bennett. Ever heard of that name?
I don't think I have.
Bruce Smith.
Was Martellus Bennett on the Bills? Because I feel like I remember him on the Bears.
Was he a Patriot?
Oh, he might have been. Actually, yeah, he was.
Because
there was a couple Bennetts, right? There were brothers.
Yeah. Cornelius was back when, Jim Kelly and those dudes played. He was, I think, a D end.
Yeah, it was just name association took me there. Martellus Bennett played for the Cowboys, Giants, Bears, Patriots, Packers, and Patriots again. So, no, never the Bills. But I still don't think I would have gone with him for my favorite.
I think I'm gonna go Bruce Smith.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, he was just dominant. But I'm really close to going. I mean, I love Marshawn Lynch, but I'm really close to going. I'm not supposed to
like Josh Allen.
I'm not supposed to like Josh Allen, but I like Josh Allen.
I can't help but like Josh Allen. He's a really, really talented quarterback, and he got voted the biggest shit talker by the players,
which made me like him more.
Yeah, me too.
And it was like, okay, because I mean, you know what? I didn't watch enough Bruce Smith. I'm going Josh Allen.
Fuck yeah, I love that. That's
I want
a good
people
choice.
I want people to react to me.
No, react to me.
React to me.
I mean, Stephon Diggs. I'm a pretty big fan of Stephon Diggs too.
Yeah,
I like him a lot. But I think I'd take Josh Allen before him. There's a hilarious clip. You were talking about Jason Taylor marrying a teammate's sister, where they walked around the Bills locker room and they asked everybody, "Who is the last guy here that you would want to date your sister?"
Everybody said
Stephon Diggs.
And then the dude he named, did you watch it all?
Yes, I did. And then they come up to him. He's like, everybody seems to be saying you. He goes, "Oh man!" And then he named somebody I can't remember. And they're like, "Why not him? Because he ugly."
Yes. I thought that was so.
Everybody
good.
else had like a nah, not Stephon, man. Like I can't.
And you knew the reason they were saying it is because he's
a fucking player.
Yeah,
bro.
he's a dirty boy.
He gets down.
Yeah. He's a fuckboy.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then he got around and he's like, he ugly. Because he fucking
like,
killed
wow.
me.
Like, wow, that's really deep, Stefan. Because he's fucking ugly.
No, but
I appreciate the honesty.
I do too.
Though.
So but Josh Allen, I think it's a great pick. So Josh Allen and Marshawn Lynch for the Bills, and we can top this episode off with a top 5, dead or alive. And it's time.
No, we got through them. We got through the Patriots.
We got through them all. Patriots, Dolphins, Jets, Bills.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was quick.
Record
we
time.
made quicker work of it this time because I know we got a little bit more of a time constraint this week.
We do.
But
a little busier this Sunday.
A little busy this Sunday, but we'll do top 5 dead or alive. It's time for Mike Jack songs.
Mike Jack.
Let's go, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
We'll spend a little less time on honorable mentions, as was previously stated. We're on a time constraint, but narrowing this to 5 was fucking hell.
Well, like I told you, like I immediately went into my notes last night and rattled off 10, 11 songs. Like just boom, just okay. These are notable. This is where I need to start.
Right.
I need to start here and then dwindle it down. And yeah, man.
There's
some ones that, bad didn't make my list. There's a few that didn't make my list for the same reason I don't like to go to movies that make me sad.
Right.
So that's really how I qualified these, even though they're great songs. Like Man in the Mirror is a fucking great
incredible song.
You Are Not Alone.
Oh, great one. I didn't even think of that one. Yeah,
You Are
that's
Not
fantastic.
Alone should be in my top 5.
Mm-hmm. You are not
but it's so I'm using the rule. I don't want to go to a movie that's going to make me cry.
Yeah,
not that the song would make me cry.
But Michael Jackson just has too many songs that you can get the fuck down to, and that's what I like about his music.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
that's kind of where
sure.
I was with it too. And the other one Human Nature. Why?
Yeah,
Let me do
that's
it
good.
that
That's
way.
good stuff.
Dude.
Not in my top 5.
Thriller and Thriller was huge for my child. Like, dude,
yeah,
and it was because of the video.
Oh yeah, well, and that's
like if I was doing videos, Thriller would be number 1.
Oh yeah,
fucking bullet.
well, doing top 5 Michael Jackson videos would be a whole other fucking thing because I mean, frankly, there's some associations I made here where I did end up going with it
because of
the video a little bit.
I used that was probably a cop out for me to get it out of there.
Right.
I'm like,
no,
all right.
I mean, Thriller's not in my top 5 either.
That video was
probably top 1 honorable mention.
Yes.
And more than anything, I think we all know that Thriller's fucking incredible. So it's one of those things where it's like, I just want to show a little love everywhere else where I can. I don't go listening to that song very often, though.
No, right?
It's when I listen to it, I want to watch the music video because it's a whole fucking thing and it's cool as fuck. So, but yeah, he's got some. I mean, Smooth Criminal, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And music video wise, one of the fucking coolest music videos I've ever watched.
Very cool.
There's Beat It had a great music video. Didn't make my top 5. But my top 5, I'm pretty confident. Another one that didn't make it that hasn't been mentioned is "The Girl Is Mine" featuring Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
I just always really enjoyed that song, but I was listening to it next to these other ones this morning on my walk, and I was like, I like it, but it's just not that.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, so let's do the top 5. We can start at the 5 and work our way up. What do you got?
5 for me is actually the first song I remember ever hearing from Michael Jackson. It's the reason that I begged, because we were barefoot and eating pork and beans every night.
Yeah.
I begged for the Thriller album because of this song. It is "Beat It."
Yeah.
But you wanna be a man.
Oh, dude, "Beat It" was just
Yeah.
and
The pool house in the music video and everything.
where they're shooting pool.
Yeah.
There were basically 2 gangs going at it.
Yeah.
Which is just ridiculous.
Conceptually very funny because Michael Jackson's
but
obviously not like that.
No, and those guys that are in that video are not like that either. What's beautiful about it is they're dancing. They're dancers that are fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their moves are dance.
They're dance.
moves.
It's like West Side Story
Yes,
type shit.
yes.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, 7-year-old me fucking could not get enough of that.
Oh yeah. No,
I mean-
Beat It's great, and it actually is on this list 6. As I listed them out.
Gotcha.
So it was like the first one that I thought of that just didn't quite clinch. But yeah, Beat It was great. And that's, like I said, another music video I can really, really picture. But the 5 that I went with is from, I believe, the same album. Is Beat It bad?
No, bad is bad. "Beat It" is Thriller.
Beat It is Thriller. Thriller has one of the most insane
Oh,
track lists ever. The run of Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Human Nature, PYT. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
That's 5 of the 9 songs on the album, and they're in a row. Like, that's crazy. But regardless, my 5 is Rock With You. I'm going off the wall.
Rock With You.
Yeah.
That's a good
Just
one.
wanna rock with you all night. Yeah, that's the good shit.
That is a good
We
one.
can ride the boogie. Yeah.
Dude, great. That's a huge miss by me.
Oh, I fucking
probably
love that
would
song.
not have been top 5, but I love that song.
I love that song. I was again one of the things that this is really, really recency bias too, because I hadn't really listened to Michael Jackson in a while, and it was a nice way to
What album was that?
Off the Wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pre-Thriller, pre-Bad. It was late 70s.
Yeah.
I believe it was 79, so it's like a disco album, like it's
Great song.
Great song.
Good.
Yeah.
Well done by you.
Rock With You. That's one of my favorites.
Well done. 4 for me. And I can picture the video. And first of all, like Michael Jackson around that Thriller time, he basically made MTV.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, because it was either the radio I was trying to listen to it. I
Or you
mean,
were watching
before
it
I got
on
the album,
TV.
I'm watching MTV for it. But this one came later. I'm not sure exactly what album this is, but it's probably the Bad album. The Way You Make Me Feel.
Ooh.
The Way You Make Me Feel.
I remember that video very vividly.
Yeah.
The steam pouring out and like it showering them.
And he's basically pleading.
Yeah.
He's trying to break this girl down.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It's a little
It's a little desperate.
Oh yeah, it's a little. I really can't stay, but baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah, there's a little of that.
There's a little
actually.
bit of that thing going on.
I mean, he's wandering around, dancing around her.
Yeah.
It's still a great video.
Oh, fantastic.
and a great song. Like,
beautiful to look at too. Yeah.
So
The Way You Make Me Feel is one of my favorites too. Will come back up. My 4 is Bad. I love that song, and I love the music video. It's actually Martin Scorsese directed that music video.
Did he really?
Yes, he did. So it's always a fun little fact that I like to throw out because
fucking Michael Jackson got Martin Scorsese to
did
direct
that shit.
I think I was around fifth grade when Bad came out.
Yeah, because that was pre Goodfellas. It was 87. And that was probably the single from Bad, so there's no telling. It was probably 85 or 86 when that song actually came out. Because music releases used to work way fucking differently. But I've always loved the roller
kind of
skates and
that was kind of the second coming of Beat It.
Yes, yeah,
right. I mean, it was another like
he's in the leather jacket.
Yeah,
he's a tough
guy.
And
yeah,
stuff,
he's a fucking tough guy.
And that's what's so funny is like I was listening to The Girl Is Mine, and I don't know how long it's been since you've listened to that song, but there's the part at the end whenever him and Paul McCartney like go back and forth like they're talking, and Paul McCartney's like, "No, Michael, like,
yes,
no, you don't. She loves me, Michael, and Michael's like, you don't know nothing, Paul. I'm a lover, not a fighter, And it's so funny to like listen to them talk like it because like you're obviously like it's obviously scripted, which is also really funny. You can tell they're reading something, and it's just it. So that was another reason where I was like, okay, well I cannot put this top 5.
I can't ride for this.
Yeah, no, but it was fucking hysterical. But like just whenever he did the tough guy persona, and knowing that he did the whole, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
Paul, don't say nothing like that. It's so fucking funny, and just like his high voice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. I loved Bad. I thought that song was. I mean, it just goes crazy. It's.
I was saying where Michael Jackson basically made MTV in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Another Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because I remember when Eat It came out.
Yeah,
and then Fat for Bad. Because I'm fat. I remember his video almost as clearly as the Bad video.
That's funny.
Because he was in a giant fat suit. I mean, it was just,
Weird Al.
Shout out Weird Al Yankovic.
I saw a tweet the other day that was like Weird Al Yankovic laying by his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and he had like his feet in the air, and he was laying, and somebody tweeted him, was like, why is he like this? And someone was like, well, he's fucking weird. Like that's his
why
thing.
Why do you think Weird Al is acting weird?
Why do you think it's his name?
Yeah.
But regardless.
But that's the internet.
Oh yeah. But 3. What you got?
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
You did go with Smooth Criminal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smooth Criminal.
You've been hit by,
dude.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal.
And yeah, the video, everything about it, but that's a badass song.
Yeah.
And it was remade by like Alien Ant Farm later.
Yeah, and it went
that
crazy.
Fucking goes.
Yeah.
That song goes. Yeah, so Smooth Criminal. It's
Smooth
easy.
Criminals.
Like,
No,
it was like that. I think that was on Bad too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just think of like the money he spent on videos. Like the production value of that video is nuts. But yeah, Smooth Criminal 3.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal was bad. Bad's got. That's it's not Thriller in terms of just top to bottom. Like he doesn't have a run like the classics he has right in a row on Thriller,
right.
But yeah, Bad's got Bad. Obviously, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, Dirty Diana, and Smooth Criminal, which is an insane album.
Yeah.
But my 3 is Billie Jean.
Okay.
I love Billie Jean, and this is another one of those music videos where I can see the boom. Boom,
yeah, where he's stepping on the sidewalk
and they lights
up.
Yeah, no, I love that music video. And
there's a tiger in that fucking video.
Yes, there is.
Fucking tiger out of nowhere.
But that's also just like it's one of the songs that almost more than any other Michael Jackson song I can dance to. I love dancing to Billie Jean. It's just got the fucking rhythm, man. Yeah. I love it.
Billie Jean, not my lover.
Yeah, and she's basically trying to jam him up.
Yeah.
But the kid is not mine.
But the kid is not his son.
It's not my son.
It's not his son.
Yeah, don't come at me with that. I mean, like, don't put that on me.
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
So 2 is Billie Jean.
2 is also Billie Jean for you?
For the same reasons that basically you just said.
Yeah, fucking incredible.
Which is funny because the 10-year-old me, it would always have been Beat It.
Right.
Because Beat It was first for me.
Beat it.
But
just beat it.
I mean, but Billie Jean just... I love Billie Jean.
No, yeah, because I remember when Michael Jackson died. That was kind of how I discovered Michael Jackson. Like I was well aware of him. I knew he existed. It wasn't like I was because even when he died, I remember Mom told me when I got home from school. I think I got home from somewhere because I feel like he died in the summer. But regardless, and my mom told me it was like Michael Jackson died, and I was like, holy shit, And I didn't even really know who he was, but he was just that legendary. Where I was like. Michael Jackson fucking died. That's crazy.
He was like, I'm sure that's the equivalent of like when my parents learned that Elvis died.
When Elvis died, yeah. Probably. Yeah, it's...
Dude, there's videos that I'll still watch that come across like Twitter of like people were overwhelmed and women were fainting at his concerts.
Yeah.
They were crying.
Yeah.
Legit bawling and just passing the fuck out.
Yeah, they had EMTs
They were
on
overwhelmed.
standby.
Yeah, they were overwhelmed. Like that's what he
which is
and
he
fucking
would just,
weird.
He'd just
but,
walk out and they'd scream for 10 minutes. Like
yeah, he couldn't do shit.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
Incredible stage
I
presence.
do remember the first moonwalk too.
Yeah, moonwalk. Yeah. But like so whenever
my mind was blown when I saw moonwalk.
It was like holy fucking shit. So that I remember that too because after Michael Jackson died I was like, man, a lot of people loved Michael Jackson. Let's see what this is all about. And then I was like, I don't know if you remember my Michael Jackson phase. I loved Michael Jackson for a while. We got the Michael Jackson like Wii video game and it came with like the sparkly glove. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. I got like what's the fucking movie that came out about him when I was younger? Let's see. I'm going to find it. Because this is it. 2009. It came out like a year after, I think a year after, or it came out the year he passed away. But it was a documentary. We got it on like a Redbox DVD. I remember watching it. Like it was just. There's also. But what was interesting is that "Beat It" never quite hit for me the way other songs did, which I always thought was kind of bizarre because I did like it, but there was just a lot more out there that I liked.
Right.
And,
dude, I wanted one of the fucking jackets with the fucking zippers so bad when I was young.
Yeah, I did too.
And it pissed me off because one of my friends of ours, my parents grew up with his parents, like friends, old friends. They got him the fucking jacket. Matt Finch got the fucking jacket.
You're like, Matt
I was like,
Finch.
this fucking guy. And I was bigger than him because I was husky.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even borrow it.
Yeah, right.
But you know what?
carrying
I
that
was
weight
I
for
was such
30
a
years.
fucking hater though because I was like, yeah, but they got you the black one.
Yeah. Ooh,
It wasn't the red one.
You want the red one.
Yeah, you want the red one.
the red one.
I'm like, yeah, but you got the black one, Matt.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
gives a fuck about you.
Come on, Matt.
Get the fucking get the red and call
Your parents
me.
don't know.
Yeah, your parents don't even love you. No,
Sorry,
but-
Matt.
Yeah, Matt was a good guy.
No, but my two, if yours is Billie Jean.
Billie Jean.
Ooh, I have a tough time.
Are you still deciding?
I'm on the fly deciding.
Oh.
I know what my 5 are.
Oh, wow.
I just well, and I'm second guessing myself. I had a 1 and 2,
Okay.
but they're my top 2. It's not really like
okay.
it's hardly.
So
a-
you're struggling. You got
Yeah.
a 1A 1B situation.
Yeah, I do. So I will go. I'll go 1B. The Way You Make Me Feel.
The way you make me feel.
That was one that just always hit for me when I was younger. I remember when I did discover Michael Jackson and watching the music videos. I was
Great
like,
song.
"This is the song. I love this song."
The way
It hits,
you make
man.
me feel.
It's a great. It's a
Ain't
great song.
nobody business.
Yes.
I
Ain't nobody business but mine and my baby.
It's so fucking good, man.
Yes.
Yeah. So my 1B is The Way You Make Me Feel.
We might have.
We have the same number 1.
We do.
I'm confident in that.
We must because it hasn't been mentioned. This one is, by all accounts, the adult. My favorite. You know, when I was younger,
I didn't realize this was my favorite Michael Jackson song until I was on my walk earlier.
today.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I listened to it and I was like, "This is so obviously the best
It's
Michael
fucking
Jackson
amazing.
song."
Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana. Holy
I
shit!
mean, that goes.
Insane.
Yeah, that's a fucking
I
great
was,
song.
I was
dude.
listening to like because this is another one that's similar to Beat It, where it never hit for me when I was younger in the way that I was like, "Holy shit, I love this!" Like The Way You Make Me Feel did, or Thriller, or Billie Jean.
Everything about it. The guitar, the way he's.
Yeah.
I mean, like, oh gosh.
Dirty Diana.
And he's
Yeah.
just fucking
the build
going.
Up. He lets the
is-
beat build. I
he
mean,
sings. He's just an incredible vocal artist. Here he was, and I was listening to it, and I was like, "How has this not always been my favorite Michael Jackson song?" Like, I immediately went to the Notes app and made it like top 2 because I had it on the list because I knew it was one of the classics.
yeah.
Um,
She said, "That's okay.
Yeah.
baby, do what you
want."
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's great. So yeah, Dirty Diana is to me.
I love that, man. Because
Yeah.
again, like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, but about
Yeah.
10 years ago, I think it was probably around 10 years ago, I heard Dirty Diana. I'm like, how is this
my
not
God,
my favorite
this is the greatest,
of all time?
like one of the best songs I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah. Mike Jack.
Yeah, I saw God on my walk today.
Yeah. So I think that's awesome that you realized this was it on your walk today.
Oh yeah, like today I was like,
Holy shit.
hold the fucking phone. 'Cause,
And you'd
like
heard
I
it
said,
before.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Like I said, I went through a huge fucking Michael Jackson phase when I was younger. So I listened to I think everything. Like there was a point. I mean, we didn't even mention it because late Michael Jackson, post Bad. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the work
Yeah,
after Bad.
me neither.
When he did Invincible and Dangerous had a couple good songs because that one had Black or White.
Black or White was a good song.
That didn't come up, but I always liked that one.
You could be my baby. Doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Remember the Time?
Yep, that's on that one too.
Was that on that?
That was on Dangerous. Heal the World.
Remember the Time is probably your mom's favorite because Magic Johnson's in the video.
That makes sense.
I remember,
That
which
tracks.
was like a random cameo.
Yeah.
That video was kind of like Coming to America type shit, or like
Right.
Egyptian king, or it was different.
Yeah. No, it's that's why I'm like it's hysterical. Black or White had a really, really good music video too. Glee did a cover of Black or White, as Glee did a cover of kind of everything, and they tried to recreate the music video. I don't know if you remember the music video, but it's really, really cool. Like it morphs like a white person into a black person, and then a black person into an Asian person into a Hispanic person, and so on and so forth. It's just like we all love each other. Fucking.
Right.
Glee tried to do the same thing, but the Glee cast is almost entirely white.
All white. I know. When you said that, I was like, wait. So what really fucking?
It's
Did
almost
they-
entirely white.
They kind of
people.
missed the point.
And there's a
White.
There was a Hispanic woman and a black woman, But beyond that, I'm pretty sure they are all white.
Just
people.
white people morphing into one
just
another.
Morphing into one another. It's like, holy shit, guys! What made you think this was a good fucking idea?
Yeah, great idea.
But yeah, no. So that's why, like, a lot of late Michael Jackson doesn't really come up for me. But I remember digging into Bad and seeing listening to Dirty Diana today. I was like, I hadn't listened to Michael Jackson in a long time. Like, I knew I liked him. I knew I liked his music, obviously, but like
I like the Michael Jackson as a topic too, like the top 5 for a top 5 topic, because I mean, if you are breathing,
you know Michael Jackson songs.
Yes, so it's easy for people to easily debate.
Yeah,
you know,
100%. Because it's one of the there are a few things that I feel like people are like born knowing now, like culturally for some reason. "We Will Rock You" by Queen.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone just kind of fucking knows that. They know that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Check.
That's something that people
just come out of the womb knowing.
Thriller. I think people just kind of know Thriller.
Yeah.
They also are all born curious about who let the dogs out.
But who did?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Who? But yeah, no. So Michael Jackson, it like just kind of permeates that, just kind of his being and all the music he made. So like, it is a really good top 5. It was a really good top 5 topic.
I think my favorite pick was yours, "Rock With You."
"Rock With You." I
think you got a sleeper pick
that.
there.
Yeah, I did.
I call it a sleeper because my dumbass didn't think of it, but.
No, I mean, like, but if it's not like Thriller and Bad are that good, where if you're making a top 5, it could easily be comprised of 5 songs off those 2 albums.
I almost included "Rockin' Robin" by the Jackson 5, but I thought no,
that's cheating.
That's
just
cheating
Michael Jackson.
It's just Michael Jackson.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
ABC.
Oh,
no, we could do a whole fucking Jackson 5 one probably too. But
Janet's got some fucking.
Janet does have some fucking.
She's got some good ones.
She's got some good songs. Yeah, I like me.
For another day, though. For
sure. But I think with that, we can conclude this episode of the Penny Bloom Podcast, and we're right on time.
We did it.
We did it.
Holy shit! An hour.
We paced. We didn't pace. We didn't
fuck around.
We
didn't
were
fuck
good
around
with the time management today.
Yeah. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, we'll be back next week
for our tens
with
of dozens
some
of
more
fans.
divisional. With some more divisional dons, probably another top 5 dead or alive, and hopefully
might do a
Pops here.
spontaneous question next week.
Yeah, on the spot. You know, if you're familiar with the podcast that me and Joseph do, we like to get in a little segment called On the Spot every once in a while. I love doing those. So we actually did one for a Star Wars episode coming in a couple weeks. So
nice,
be there.
Yeah, hopefully I'm done with Shogun. And look, I'm going to apologize in advance because I don't know any of their fucking names.
Yeah,
so it'll be hard for me to talk about.
No, I'll be able
to. Like, the guy that did this.
We'll create a visual guide.
It's going to be so stupid.
I'll give you. I'll print out like Hiroyuki Sanada's face. It's Yoshi Toranaga and
Toranaga.
Mariko-san. You got Mariko-san and Anjin.
Anjin.
Yeah. I those 3. Beyond that, I'm gonna have to remember, like, go and look and remember.
Mariko, is that her name?
Mariko. Yeah.
She's a badass.
She's fucking awesome.
I really like her.
She won an Emmy for her performance, by the way.
Is
She's
that
the
another one
best lead actress.
you gave? Was that you? You gave?
Yes,
the Emmy
I gave that out.
Okay.
That was up to me. Yeah.
All right, and see, just like that, we went over now.
Yeah, now it's gone. But so come back next week. We'll be here, and we got some more for you. But with that, I was Colton Robertson. I was joined by my father, Justin Robertson. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. I love you.
Oh, I love you. And check out everything we got going. We got the Sentimentalists coming out starting this Friday. Star Wars: A New Hope live commentary. We've got Fulcrum, a Star Wars podcast. We're rewatching Rebels. A lot of Star Wars this week. A lot of fun. Penny Bloom Dispatch this Friday. Let's see. Anything else of note? I think that's kind of it for now. Sentimentalist launching is a big deal. We got Death by Television. Penguin is continuing. We're doing that on Mondays. We got a lot of moving parts.
Got a lot going.
But yeah, with that, thank you for being here. Come on back next week, and bye.
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 Bye.